Triple M, you're with Pablo now. Education Perfect and Pivot have conducted one of the largest research initiatives to date on the impact of COVID-19 on teaching and learning across Australia and New Zealand at the start of April. And joining us on the phone is Alex Burke. He's the CEO of Education Perfect. Alex, good morning.
Hey, Pablo. Hey. Good morning to you, Pablo.
Now, tell us a little bit about the purpose of producing the State of Education research alongside Pivot, and what was the idea behind it to initially do this study?
Yeah, well, so 3P, our journey started really in late January in China as we started to support some new schools that were disrupted or closed due to COVID-19, so sort of just around the time of Chinese New Year. And what started as 50 schools in China has now clearly impacted, or for us, every single school teacher we work with all over the world, and now we've had, over for Australia and New Zealand alone, we've had an additional 500,000 students using the platform over the last 6 to 7 weeks.
Wow.
And so over this period, my team really has seen firsthand how teachers have been adjusting to these new working conditions, and it really hasn't been easy. It's a big it's a big change management piece, and we can see that really through all the hundreds of pieces of feedback we receive through our support channels on a daily basis. And what sort of struck me is it has been really hard actually to find good data on the impact and for the shift to sort of distance learning. And for EP also, it's been difficult to kind of get airtime with key influencers. So we felt it's really important to sort of listen to and address the concerns and the stories of teachers. And we feel that we need to look to create a better learning culture going forward. So we were already partnering with Pivot. And we wanted to use their expertise and tools to help launch a survey and review the data analytics to kind of present some findings and recommendations. And that's something that we felt was sort of missing currently.
Now, over 3,500 teachers in schools across Australia and New Zealand took part in the survey. What was the most surprising statistic within the research? Yeah,
it's interesting. One of the stats is so 80% of teachers believe that students will need extra support in the shift back to a traditional classroom environment. So a lot of them felt, I think in some respects, we can't expect students to, seamlessly return to a traditional classroom scenario without really kind of careful consideration and planning to support, students through that process.
Fascinating. Now, ABC had Q&A obviously on Monday night. It was a bit divisive, particularly regarding support for teachers. What has the research told you about the level of support Aussie teachers require to truly deliver during COVID-19?
Yeah, it does. It speaks to the need for government to provide some, clear guidance and leadership for teachers. And clearly, I can't speak to medical guidance, but we found in our report teachers are concerned for their students' emotional well-being. So over 50% called this out as their number one concern in Australia. And, student voice and agency often comes last really when prioritising education research and initiatives. It's clear from the analysis that teachers want feedback from students as it provides the best chance to respond to students' needs effectively. So there's definitely some concerns that we've seen, and I think there does need to be some additional support in those areas.
Now, if parents are keeping their kids home for the next couple of weeks in WA, what should parents be asking their schools in regards to online training? Yeah,
it's interesting. I think parents, I'm one of those, right? I have kids at home, and we've gone through homeschooling. I think parents should be asking schools and teachers how they're utilising technology to enhance an individual child's learning journey and catering for their needs, whether this through support, acceleration or extension, because clearly different children are at different stages. And also what kind of data is being collected to kind of understand my child better and how is this informing teacher practice.
Alex Burke, CEO of Education Perfect, thanks for your time today, and it's insights4.education, the website. Alex, thanks again for the chat.
That's great. Thank you very much, Pablo.